I'm so outgoing. Right. When I'm meeting people, I'm acting like I know you for 30, 40 years. I don't really. And then we met you in life, so they feed off that energy, and I think that's why they'll take.
Were you always a free kid? Were you always this outgoing as a child? And before
you get in trouble in school, I was listen in the yearbook, Miami Beach Senior High, in 1996. I was voted class.
Okay.
And I was always free. No, I mean at that time, no, but that was my personality.
Right.
They said class clown.
Right.
It was just my personality.
Right.
No different. Like when we get to the NFL, they call you a diva.
Right.
A diva. I just chose not to conform to your ways, and I had a personality about myself. That's it. That doesn't nothing to this.
So when you go back and look, okay, because all you can see is superb. You got Mr. Senior, both likely to succeed, both outgoing. Now when you go back and look, the class clown probably was turned out to be the most
likely to succeed because the person who was most likely to succeed didn't succeed.
Right.
They went to jail for fraud. No disrespect. No disrespect.
Yeah. Okay, you say you're not traditional. Obviously, I don't know your fiance, but I'm assuming she's going to want a wedding. Yes, a destination wedding. It's going to be a traditional wedding.
Yeah, it's going to be a traditional. Now, my values have changed.
Okay,
this is what happens when you meet the right person.
Okay,
Like,
I'm all in.
Listen, when you meet the right people in life, some of your thinking changes at times. So I thought to myself, I probably never do this again. But then in life, it's all about having a foundation of discipline.
Right.
If you have discipline, that's one thing. But you find that foundation to build off of, then you see that discipline, anything is possible. Right. And I found someone that I can build that foundation on. And now that I'm a lot older and the discipline is a lot better, oh shit, I hurt you.
No. But how you find this person that didn't see Ocho Cinco, saw Chad Johnson, saw the kid from the humble beginning, that worked his tail off to become what he became, that he wasn't even ripped around, he sees the man inside.
I think one thing you can't do is that stuff matters anyway. She can always see Chad Johnson. You can always see, what he can do, but also that individual has the same upbringing as I do. It comes from inner city Alabama. Okay. It comes from nothing. Right. In the church like I was growing up. And it was an instant connection. The Wi-Fi was perfect when we first met. Obviously, understanding where she came from and how she got to where she is. She had the same work ethic like I do. Okay. Like assets versus liabilities. You understand who you're dealing with. Asset. Everything else is a liability. But you're blinded. We as men are blinded by what we see, the physical attraction. Right. So when you dig a little deeper into it, I'm like, okay, oh shit, excuse me. God damn it, it's the one. I'm talking like a barbershop.
You do that.
Every time. Ladies, fellas, and listen to this, anytime you meet somebody, what you meet is their representative.
Oh, okay.
Every time.
This is the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Listen, when you feel like your resume, you put your best foot forward, don't you? Oh, yeah. It's never the real person. We went to dinner, first date. I'm at McDonald's. We had to drive through. Huh? Yeah.
You did that?
Yes.
And you were cool with that?
Man, listen, she started ordering before I even pulled up to the back. Let me get oh, this is it. Okay. Listen, listen. That was it. Man, sorry, I was in love. I was in love a little too early, but then just
you got to start smoking like, I'm moving too fast. I got to slow this thing down.
Slow down a little bit. Okay. Slow down a little bit because I had a couple of breaks because I thought about, listen, anytime you meet someone, it is their representative because you want to put your best foot forward. Correct. But they was straightforward, man. This is me. Honestly, the one thing that kind of scared me that she said was when we met was, listen, I'm going to need to. Ooh. I actually want you, and based on what she had going on in life, she was in a position of power to say stuff like that.
No one ever told you that before?
No. That's scary.
It did.
Yeah, it did. I didn't like it. No. I'm telling you, I didn't like it, but I've never heard that before. And the fact to have someone in a position of power in their own right,
she didn't really need you
at all. Not at all. And that was scary. So what you want me for? What you want me for? And then she broke down why, and that's a whole other story. But that was nice. That was good. I don't need you. I mean, with the ugly face too. Look me up and down. No, I ain't.
I like what you said. You said you found someone as an asset. Because there's only two things you can be. You can be an asset or you can be a leader. Now, which one are you?
One a lesson or a blessing. Yeah, less more blessing. It's one or the other. No matter who you deal with in life.
How big, knowing your personality and knowing you do everything gigantic, gargantuan, how big is the wedding? You want an intimate wedding, or do you want something that the network wants people to say, Ocho Cinco gets married?
You know, it's not even about me.
It's about her.
It's about what she wants. And from my understanding, she's always wanted a wedding. She wanted a dream wedding, and I'm going to give her that. And I said, we can have this dream wedding as long as we can be in the Bahamas. They're going to have.
So you want a destination wedding?
Yeah, but that ain't that far. I mean, Miami, Bahamas is 10 minutes. That ain't much of a destination.
But you got to get everybody else to know.
That's fine. That's fine. But I said, as long as we have it in the Bahamas,
Okay.
I can come in on a white horse. Hey, listen, I got to come in on the horse now. Listen.
With the linen painted, you go to the white horse linen painted.
No, linen. I'm white.
You're gonna be traditional.
I don't even know what colors.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have them in the tux.
Okay.
And I said the junkanoo. You know about junkanoo?
I know.
In the Bahamas, it's like carnival. It's
Okay.
you always have. Okay. There's a certain junkanoo in the Bahamas called the Valley Boys. And I need the Valley Boys to close out the reception.
Okay.
I got Kiki White.
Wow.
I got live band. I got Brian McKnight and open bar. You could be coming to that.
Oh, you got a bike?
Yeah, man. Yeah, most definitely. Open bar.
It needs to be in the summer when I got vacation now.
Hey, Bud, thanks for coming out to cheer me on.
Dad, I'm always here.
I'm always here for you, too.
Switch to progressive and you can save hundreds.
Well, go for a PR.
That shit sound lit.
It's a PR. I don't know.
Listen, bring Fox. Bring Fox. Listen, it's a family affair.
Hold on. You have 8 kids. Just how to do. You have to dumb the kids and you try to catch your kids.
No, I mean, I'm done. It ain't see. I think people fail to realize this. I was with man before the day. I was future before future. Sometimes I don't get upset, but I'm like, I don't never lump me in, but I'm so active with mine, and you see me with mine all the time, all of them. When we go somewhere, we all go as one little army. So I'm never lumped into that category, but like I understand there's a reason, there's a method to the madness behind what Nick is doing. We don't know what it is.
Right.
He hasn't expressed what it is, but he's doing it for a reason. My reason was during those times when I was younger, I wanted athletic children.
Right.
So therefore I dated those who had an athletic background.
Right. So you were a lot of people look for aesthetic.
Oh,
Chad Johnson says, I want, if I have this boy or girls, I want them to be able to play basketball, football, I can play track, I play softball, whatever it is. I want to laugh.
listen, I need to see, what did you do in high school? Did you cheer? Did you play volleyball? Did you play track? Did you do anything athletic? Do you have footage of anything? Then I can check the ankles. No, listen, no, you're laughing. I'm laughing. Listen, the most important foundation in any sport you play is what? Footwork. Yeah. It's footwork. If you ain't got the foundation, you have the problem all like that. I mean, with some, you got it right. You can't have ankles. Then you got men these days, you go out to these beautiful women.
Yeah.
You go on dates to these 5-star restaurants. She about a lateral move. Can't she run, can't she move? Then you have kids and you wonder why they got 2 left feet, they get big last feet. Because you're going for aesthetics. Then she's gorgeous. But when you have a kid, then what? I'm not raising models.
Right.
I don't want no model. Right. I don't care how fine you are. Can you run 40? How is your lateral movement? Can you jump?
How is it at 45 having a child? Because like you mentioned, you got kids in college, you got kids in high school. There's a lot of people having a child in your 20s that goes to having a child in your 40s.
But I'm 45, but I'm really 25.
Right.
I take care of myself.
Have you always been patient? Because I think the number one thing for kids or in anything,
Patience. That's what we are. Patience. Patience.
You've always been patient.
Always been patient. Always have. A lot of people say, well, kids are expensive. And I always tell them, if you follow me, obviously I'm one of the most financially conscious athletes of all time. Probably the cheapest. It's not,
I like to
fiscally structured. I think people say, oh, kids are expensive. Well, I think it's what you choose to buy.
Right.
Because there's different variations of everything,
Right.
and I just pick the cheapest one.
Right.
Until the child knows the difference between the two, by that time they're old enough to work and get it for themselves.
Right. How important was it for you? Because I think the number one thing, you getting married at age, you having kids, if it's significant other, be a man or woman, you accepting the other's kids.
Yeah.
How important was that to you? And how accepting was you of that?
Very important. It was very important. I think she also has kids, so the blended family is very the blended family is very important in making sure everything meshes well. Not only that it meshes well between us, but also the other parties involved as well that we're gonna have to deal with for the rest of the
Yeah, for sure.
So it's everything is worked out fine. There have been no issues. There have been no problems. There won't be any issues, and there won't be any problems because I think I'm very easygoing and very easy to deal with on all matters, all topics,
Right.
all aspects of life. So I think we'll be fine.
Do you feel like you got to make up a long time because you had a football career? When you wasn't able to do the recital in the practices, in the parent-teacher conferences, when you were playing, now you have the time. Do you feel like it's like, I got it?
I got to make up. Yeah, that's how I feel. And I don't want to say it's guilt, but I was able to provide them with life.
Right.
So like financially, now I want to provide them with a life of having a father full time and actually being there. And you might say, well, how do you do it? Easy. If I got to be in Arizona for a game, get on the plane. If I got to be in Louisiana for a tracking, get on the plane. I can be at multiple places at once. It's really easy. A lot of people overthink things and don't understand anything you want to do in life is possible, no matter what it is. That's when people make excuses. It's like, it's not. If it's important enough to you, you can make it happen.
You mentioned earlier about the spending. Like you're very fiscally responsible. You're very conscious of what you spend it on and how much you spend. Have you always been like that?
You gotta remember, I stayed at the stadium the first 2 years.
Right.
I didn't spend money.
Right.
What's the point?
Yeah.
Why are you telling me, Marvin, the third year? Why are you telling me to go rent a house? Go buy a house, go rent a condo, when everything I need is right in the vicinity at Paul Brown?
Right.
Showers, cafeteria, TV, couch, gaming system. What's the point? What's the point? And I was so locked in, it wasn't about having my own space and having women.
What about the dating life? How you gonna bring somebody
For what? I'm locked in, I'm a rookie. I ain't got time. They for what? They for what? I needed that 1 year lock-in, catch the rhythm. My second year, I caught the rhythm. I caught the rhythm of the game.
Right.
I felt like, okay, I got it.
Because I think the third year I came and I did a sit down with you in your place.
Yeah. At that point, okay, I got it now. I was good. And that's when Marvin came in and also said, now it's time for you to be responsible for practice and get your own place. So listen, I moved right down the street. One lighter place, I never forget. One little bedroom.
You mentioned the idea of you're fiscally responsible. Is there anything that you personally like?
Probably some of the cars, maybe in year 4, but it
All those don't you?
yeah. The high-end vehicles. But I didn't purchase that. I leased everything.
Right.
The Bugatti, Ferrari, I did it all. Right. But the funny thing about it is I got to a point in my career, and I wish people, athletes more so, if you can get to a point in your career where your name becomes bigger than anything you can purchase, here's your value. Wow. My name itself, Ocho Cinco at one point, even still to this day, is bigger than, why am I driving a Ferrari? Why am I driving a Rolls Royce and a motorcycle? Oh, we talk about jewelry and watches and chains,
But you already had. But the thing is, you already had. It's easy for you to do that now, Ocho, because you had the jewelry, you had the car.
No. Never bought real anything when I was a kid. Never. What was the point? I went to players.
So all
Yes, for what? What am I doing it for? The women don't deal with you anyway for who you are.
Right.
And then the other women who really doing their homework, they'll Google how much you're making already. Right. Why am I buying a $50,000 watch, $80,000 watch? What time is it real quick? Please?
It's 28 minutes before.
How much that cost me? Because time is free. So what I'm paying for what? Ocho. What's the point? Right. There's nothing I can buy that's bigger than my name. So it made no sense. Everybody's caught up in image and looking a certain way and being rich. It's me. It's pointless.
How do you express that to your kids when they know who you are? They know what you have.
That's the It's people that have that mindset I have because they ain't cutting it. But the missus, oh, she ain't having it. Them eight and a half carats, well, that's real.
Right.
Anything I purchase from her is real. Yeah. So the kids, I allow them to do the design and the nice stuff because I can save what 83% of my salary. So it's okay. And I have stuff coming in. Oh yeah, still coming in. Thank you, Dougie. You know, and so life is good because I was able to sustain and keep most of my wealth that I made when I was playing. The life is still going good. So I allow the kids to enjoy it, but I need them to understand there's going to come a time.
No, you got to get out there to payroll.
You correct to get up that payroll. But for right now, I will always be there for them, no matter what they want. Right. As long as you don't try to live a lifestyle that you know,
Right.
You can't do that. I'm gonna let you enjoy yourself now.
You went for viral to wear the same outfit and shit. I mean, because I heard you back, you went maybe with soccer, and you packed like 3 outfits, you were there for like 2 years. That's it. That's all you need. Like, couple pair of drawers,
That's it.
that's t-shirt, a pair of short
That's all you need. And,
right.
we all went to Muhammad Studios. So the kids, I know they like because he's the closest one to it. We're gonna all go there. So I took all the kids in there, all of them. Everybody got an outfit, everybody got shoes. I got my little outfit. Price tag, $23,000. Woo! $23,000. That was 80%. Very ain't cheap.
Hold on. So what did you put that?
Ain't put nothing back. This is a one-time thing. It's a holiday. Yeah, $22,000. So boom. Okay, I understood what I just paid for all the stuff for the kids. So we're gonna have a good time. We'll just stay there in Atlanta. I ain't take that very long. Don't even trip. I took me a shower. They changed underwear, put a new tank top on, takes it right back on. You know what I made this? I don't care if you see me, so I made my own personal video letting people know. You probably don't see me over and over the same outfit. Let me give you wow. And I always do that all the time. I shop at ATM. This whole outfit, this cost me $60. This Urban Outfitters. And it's from the sale rack. It's a Levi jacket and some Dickies that's cut off. Like I'm a skateboarder. I don't skate. But I look good.
Yeah. So that's your whole thing.
And I've always been this way. So you can't, the people on the outside that might be new to who I am now that are a little older don't understand. I've been this way the past 20, 25 years.
So you're not going to let society shape Ocho Cinco's idea of who he is or what he should be.
I've never been that way because I don't need validation from nobody on the outside. Never have. That's
a give you validation straight. If you want validation about dad, we do.
And sometimes they make fun of me. So I don't need any validation from me. You know, but that's another downfall for us. Right. That's another downfall. In society, we always need validation and acceptance from others.
I walk to you and I see a lot of times when you go to restaurants, you leave enormous amount of total.
Always.
You leave $500, you leave $2,000.
Always.
When did that start and why?
That started when I made it. When I made it, probably my rookie year. Obviously, I didn't have social media in the earlier time back then. But society, we are monkey see, monkey do. Every time there's a trend on TikTok, what does everybody else try to do?
Try to do that. You copy that trend.
Same thing. So that message, and I always say Proverbs 11:25, behind every message, when I lead a tip, to get other people doing it. Other athletes have started doing it as well. People around 50 states have started doing it as well. Because if there's a trend y'all need to pick up on, that's the one. And being able to get back to the workers, those are guys who aren't paid at times to live their wage. Right.
But you can see, like right here comes Chris Jones.
You get a deal called for the Baby family. That's the deal called
he reads it immediately.
You can go 10 times, 15 times over with the real athlete.
Question to ask.
That person comes up to you, you probably what does that do to okay?
I know whatever it is they got going on becomes a little bit easier. Because I don't know everybody's story.
Right.
But I understand the places I'm going and where they work, that they're not being paid a living wage. So I'm trying to give them some breathing room every time I step out. Anywhere I go, and I don't dine in 5-star restaurants.
Right.
You know, that's not me. That's not what I do. Right. And at times when me and the missus want to go out and have something nice, then I'll up the ante on the tip. Right. That's what we see the 2000s sometimes. You know? But it's just always been something I've always done. And people, luckily, I don't have the I'd be adding, what? Listen, I'd be adding an extra zero. But I haven't been blessed to that point yet. Maybe one day it might come.
Let's go. Did you really bet the entire World Cup salary on FIFA game?
I did. I'm the best FIFA player in the world.
And I see you got something going on now that you going up the toolkit.
I did that yesterday. I went 11-3. This one 11-3? We went out 11-3. 3 people won. But they were there, but the rest they lost. I do it all the time. I mean, everybody knows I'm a huge gamer. Always been a huge gamer.
Right.
And I think that's one of the things that have also kept me out of trouble and keeping me out of the streets. I don't club, I don't go out, I don't drink. So to fill that void of what everyone else enjoys doing, that time is spent gaming.
You never been a club?
Nah. And I don't drink alcohol. But then being around people that do drink, they start talking. And they hold 5 conversations in one, and I'm lost.
Right.
Because you talk about one thing, now you talking about something, and I can't do it. Right. Then you can't, don't step in the shoes. Don't step in the shoes, and I'm not standing on couches holding bottles. You know how much alcohol costs? I mean, the markup.
Yeah.
What I'm doing? What?
If Commissioner Goodell let you into the rookie symposium and let you talk, and I let you.
He needs to let me.
Well, hopefully they're watching this.
I need to. I got Roger speed out. I got him speed out. I need to do that.
About financial literacy.
Yes, but the problem is it's going to go in one ear and out the other, especially at that age. It's like me going to talk to kids and that's getting NIL deals.
Right.
Points.
You got
500
everybody in the
yards.
deal. You don't know who
They didn't take anything away from this team's team. I watched this happen.
Stories are all.
You think Mahomes, with these safeties like lined up in Citizens Bank Park, was going to throw the ball this down, first and 10? This is how they played. Like they got a Singleton, bail. Remember Singleton? He was a starting linebacker. Like he's bailing to the two receiver side. Look at this box. Like nobody's attacking the line of scrimmage. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and she's ready for 200 yards in this game. Like you watch this and you go, part of this is that, like, and you look at the talent that they have now, how they play. Like, watch this.
We put our money
Like, this was Fletcher Cox was pissed, really pissed, going, what the hell's he doing? Like, who's this gaming guy? Now you watch him last week. I watched him. What the safety is.
You knew what money was, but now that I have it, how do I keep it? Yeah. And that's what I always tell guys. It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep.
And the funny part about it is people, social media. Well, if I spin this bag, I'm just gonna make it back.
No.
It ain't like you think. People, they think the cure and the fix for the problem is we'll give you more money, it'll be all right. But the more you make, the more you spend.
Right.
If you have no discipline and no structure.
Yes, absolutely.
Every time.
Yes.
Every time. It'll just give you more and more. No, the more you get, the more you're gonna spend. And people ain't gonna listen because we are pulled up in looking a certain way, living a certain way, trying to appease others who don't really care nothing about you, just to say, oh, I got it. Well, shit, I got it too, and I had it for almost 30 years.
So is that in us or is that social media? Because I look at social media, I'm like, well, damn, I might need to get him another job or two, because how she got a house.
Listen, we can't compete with people that's scamming and doing fraud.
Okay.
We can't do that.
No, I
We
can't.
we can't do that.
I like my
We
freedom.
can't do that. Now, there are very few people that can sustain that lifestyle consistently over time.
Because normally people that's making it legally and doing the right thing, they don't post it on social media. Right?
No. You know how hard it is to live like that all the time, consistently, and be fly every day, jury and listen, eras of rappers. Think about the era before us.
Right.
Everybody was flashy, stunning, and after 10 years, what happens?
They ain't flashy, they ain't stuff.
Oh, you can't. It's impossible to sustain. It's impossible.
I would like to try private. I need to get me out. I want to make enough money after fly private.
Fly private? Shh. I ain't flying private. I'm Spirit. Dougie, what I fly, Dougie? Put me on Spirit. Exit row, window seat. That's all I need. As long as I get from point A to point B. I don't need private.
I want to do this. I just want to. Let's get to some football. Right now, I need the top 5 receivers. They ain't got to be no order. Right.
I'm gonna give you an order.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you an order.
We'll give you an order.
I love these dudes.
Okay.
I love these dudes, and they don't get the credit they deserve because this league loves what's new.
Right.
So my number 1, Devontae Adams.
Okay.
My 2A, 2B, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen.
Okay.
Keenan Allen doesn't get the credit he deserves. So that's interchangeable based on what you like.
So far, you named 3 route runners.
Yeah.
I see where you go.
See where I'm going. Now, those are my preference. Now, people at home, when you watch this, you can take those 3 and you can make it interchangeable. What we don't like to do is I'm giving credit to those who've done it for an extended period of time consistently.
Right.
Then let's go to the young boys.
Okay.
Chase, Jefferson. Like, where do we go? You know, they've been consistent, short period of time.
That's right.
They put up numbers.
If you look at the talent that they have now and how they play,
season yards. Jefferson doing some things
Fletcher Cox was pissed.
uncanny,
Really
you
pissed.
know,
What the hell
surpassing
are you
Randy
doing?
Moss.
Like, who's this
There are
candy
others
guy?
that are so
Now
low,
you
you
watched
said
last
top
week.
5.
Top 5.
And I'm not going to forget you, all you fellas in the league that's young, I'm watching you, I watch all of you.
Right.
But that's just my 5 for now.
Okay. So if I said, who is the best receiver right now?
Right now,
Right now.
that's not fair. Because that's hard. How do you say who's the best?
I don't know.
I mean, it's
You the receiver.
listen, I know, I am, but it's interchangeable and it changes week to week.
Okay.
You know,
One safety is right.
AJ Brown,
One safety.
Devontae
Watch him
Smith,
attack the line of
Jamar
scrimmage.
Chase,
5
Justin
man
Jefferson,
defensive line. Second
Taylor
level,
McLaurin,
attack
you
the
got
line.
DJ Moore, you got all
Like
these
you
guys.
general manager.
Like, who's this
Debo
candy guy?
Samuel.
Now
You're
you
a
watched
general
last
manager.
week.
Right.
You got to
Watch
pick
him.
one receiver
Who the
to
safety
go
is
start
right.
your team with.
Right.
Who you taking?
Young or just any receiver?
Any receiver you want.
Can I do two players?
One.
I'm going to Devontae Adams. Simply because I can do whatever I want with him, regardless of what you put in front of him. Cover 255, man to man, double. It doesn't matter. He can win off the muscle. And as a coordinator, he makes my life easy. I don't have to condense splits.
Right.
I don't have to put him in motion.
Right.
I can line him up like Marvin Harrison.
One safety. Watch him attack the line of scrimmage. 5 man defensive line.
Get open for me. As a
Second level.
quarterback, I can
Attack the
close
line.
my eyes, hike the
They
ball, and know he's
attack
going to be what he's
Because they
supposed
got
to be
much
because
better
his
players.
ability to create
Much better players
separation.
at every position.
Now,
Like, this is how you play
I
defense.
can talk.
McCaffrey didn't know
Okay,
that.
give me your guy from the 25.
Then
Give me
you
your guy
clock
from
it
the
all
25. Devontae's a little
And you go
older.
take the pass.
You got
See how
JJ.
y'all do
The
it?
safety
See
back.
how y'all do it? He's a
Like,
little older.
But he got
Like, they go
good at
guys
dog.
protect you. You're on
Because
top
he
of
can
the
do
kid.
the slot, he
You're
can put
telling
it
the
out
kid's
wide,
going.
he can put it in
If you win,
motion.
I'm just
And
gonna stop now.
he can win off
That
the
safety
muscle.
Oh, man, he got moved.
15 yards away.
Jamar
And then
Chase,
Okay.
catches it.
Justin
And
Jefferson,
does,
Okay.
you know, the
Taylor
cheater.
McLaurin,
Now, one of those guys are on the team.
AJ
Nelson,
goddamn
Singleton,
Recyclable,
Avery.
just like paper.
None of those guys are
Or
advanced.
wallpaperable.
Come on, you could
Yes,
get
it's
this.
fresh.
If that's the side Reddit next Sunday,
Devontae
you could
Smith.
get this. Good luck
I'm
trying to
missing
block the
something.
side
I'm
Reddit.
missing something.
Two tight ends. That's
You got
possible.
CD
Those
Lamb, you
guys
got Metcalf.
CD Lamb,
Right?
DK
Ball,
Metcalf.
pretty easy throw.
There's one more.
Now you watch him play.
Dotson.
You go, all right.
Okay, you
This
got
is
to get
last
out
Sunday. Watch how
Washington.
they
Yeah, Dotson,
literally man up
along
and
with McLaurin. They got a nice combo.
And
And
Bradbury.
there's a consistent
Like, just
quarterback
man up.
field where they can
Right,
make some
make
noise.
every
They
throw
make
count.
noise already, but I mean
Let Son ready to get
consistently
home.
like the rest of the
All
team.
right.
When you watch these receivers on Sunday, who's most essential? Who reminds you of yourself?
Nobody. They play the game.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Southern California. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
First play, Wilson wants to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. They're going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
They go play action now. Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone to open you exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Here's Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuwogunam. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Fourth down, here's Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Herbert on first down now. Buying time to his left. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Keenan Allen, 35 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be... That will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Touchdown! Austin Eckler from 13 yards out. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play, because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 42 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man, that's Allen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Play action, it's Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer from 10 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And a round is on here in this 1st half. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
First down, Denver.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Wilson will throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I know you probably saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a short 6 points, but the contact jarred it for him.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now off to the races, down the right side. No whistles, he's still going. And he's going to score. Touchdown. No time remaining. Well, this is going to count. And that is obviously the danger, Charles, of a long field goal attempt.
And what teams are doing now is not just putting their field goal block unit on. They may change it out and go punt return because you have better guys on the field who are able to stay on their feet and block in case that kick is missed. And that's what we saw there, the big return after the long missed field goal.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. And this offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdowns.